This almost looks like how much I would exaggerate it for a thumbnail. Like, good God. Hello everyone, FPS Chancellor here. Welcome back to Cold Water's Soviet Coup Realism, 1990 Realism campaign. It's kind of called both, but I like calling it Soviet Coup. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, let's get back into it. 1990. I hope we don't run into an Akula. It's a distinct possibility. Distinctly distinct. Let's load it up. And pause. Where am I? There I am. Okay, orders. I think we're still waiting just to intercept some submarines. Sink all submarines, and supposedly. I mean, I guess you should technically sink all the subs. There is a, if there were multiples nearby, there is a priority. Spraz, hello. How goes it? Praise the moon. Praise Mars. Yeah, let's do it. Waiting for some people to roll up. I still got a damaged tube. Oh, they've not. Okay, I have 6 torps left. They still haven't sent me back to base. I think that's fine. 6 torps. I can at least do one more sortie with that, depending on how many fish start a flying. Epic New Year. I know, it doesn't really feel like a new year. Wife and I don't really do New Year's things. I guess it's more fun when you're doing it like socially, right? I mean, I guess that's like the only point. Don't do it by yourself. But here we are, 2025. Let's do it. Waiting for some subs to come on by. I was trying to figure out why the music seems so quiet. I checked the settings and like the slider got turned down like maybe to 90% of the slider's range, but it made it so much quieter. Is it like a dB slider or something? I don't know. Let's check out this guy. Oh, real quick. 12 and 14, so I mean, everyone's gonna be coming through here. Maybe it's the target. Storm, high wind. 69, dude! Strong layer in the storm. That don't make no sense. Oh, I did want to change some things since the last stream. I wanted to change that starting depth away from 50 feet. I wonder if there's a way to mod the this here to put that leading 0. Zadion, hello, thanks for following. Why didn't I hear that notification sound? I don't know. Sad MBT X container, hello. Since it's so stormy, we're gonna push it up and try and spawn in close here. Oh my gosh, we're just under 2 months to my birth in the game's canon. Happy New Year. Hello to you. Happy New Year as well. Okay, pray for me.
On so rig ship for ultra quiet.
Lost contact 01069 faded.
Come left to 069 helm I.
Let's check out beneath that layer. I guess maybe that layer took, or the order took place in a weird proximity to the turn order. Because I did not hear that dive order at all.
Make turns for 2 knots, maneuvering I.
Go real slow, like, take a listen. Seems pretty good to me, pretty quiet. Let's go back up into that duct. I should have done this while I was up there.
50 feet, dive high.
You know what? I guess I should be turned a better way too for the toad here.
Make turns for 4 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Con, dive at 50 feet, dive high.
Make turns for 2 knots.
Okay,
Maneuvering
yeah,
eye.
nothing. Let's secure from this and keep on moving there, partner. Give me 350 feet. 450. I forgot we got some dudes with standout torpedoes. Let's go back to heading this way.
Right 2 0. Make turns for 5.
And let's
knots.
start
Maneuvering eye. Con maneuvering. Make
leapfrogging
turns
here.
for 5 knots.
I do have a toad indeed, yeah.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing.
Oh,
0,
ow,
6,
ow.
7, designated Sierra 1.
About to lose that guy. Cavitating. The duct isn't too strong. Charlie 2? It kind of looks like it.
Con,
Going
sonar,
with it.
Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Well, hot diggity damn, alright. Seem to be pretty close. Let's come this way here.
Right 2 1 0. Make turns for
Speed up a little bit just to try. We have so much passive overhead. Want to try and get this solution to form a little quicker here, if we can. Yeah, I realized when I started this Soviet Q3 again, I'm missing a lot of dot mod functionality.
knots.
You know, again, if time was one of those things where I had much more of it, I might try moving this campaign to like the dot mod or something, but do not have the time.
Con, helm, steady course. Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering eye.
I don't know if I ever like figured out why the 10 knot on the contact has a down arrow next to it. Shouldn't that mean speed is dropping? It's holding constant. Hello, Governor. Man, we're really close. Have I seen one of these in game before? I think I'm used to the Charlie 1s. The Soviets have that habit with this era boat of just like tacking longer and longer sections to the bow. Always weird looking. I got it. Oh god, he has standoff torpedoes. Let's get deeper.
Make depth 550 feet.
No toad though, we can sneak in behind him.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 078, designated Sierra.
Another one.
Con, sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
Holy shnikes. Our first catch of the day. Oh, that line you're talking about, Surprise. Yes, I gotcha. Yeah, okay. Thought you meant like a contact line. Yeah, used to the black line streaming out. What did I just ask? Oh, the what's the down arrow next to the speed mean on the contact solution? 10 knots down arrow. I always just kind of like assumed this whole time it means like slowing down, but it doesn't really ever seem like doing that. Oh, is that what that means? Below the layer? And put it on the speed?
Con, dive.
Or is it below me or above me?
Dive high.
feel like I'd rather put it on the range. I don't know if there's really that good of a spot to put it. Maybe bearing would be a better place to put it. Is CR2 going to be closer? Oh, I am just going 5 knots. Okay, that's fine. Well, if I'm going to go 5 knots, I guess I might as well rig for ultra quiet. Oh, it doesn't matter if we turn. Got a toad. Won't lose him to no baffles. Pretty sure it's Leia. Well, we're not. Still not deeper than him, so we can't really... Can neither confirm nor deny. Oh boy, is right there, okay. Yeehaw.
Come right.
Ride 'em high.
9, helm I.
Go, Jesus. We are in close here. You know what? I'm going to take advantage of my sound ability. Try and scoot out of the way a little bit here.
Make turns for 7 knots.
No time to be
Maneuvering up.
putzing about at 5 knots here. The old
Make
10.
turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering I.
Should have been doing this sooner.
Contact. Sierra 1. Last bearing 3.
It's fine, we'll get him again. It's a little more
Contact is in the
pressing
baffle.
situation at the moment. I don't think I was ever in a position to thread the needle now, because it was right around here when I started making that turn. This is the proper move. But oh god.
Con, helm, steady course.
Yeah, I mean, they're 95% solutions, so their contact should be firmed up by now if it wasn't that. It looked like it was off a little bit. This almost looks like how much I would exaggerate it for a thumbnail. Like, good god.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2. Last bearing 0.
What?
3. 7. Contact is in the back.
Oh yeah, we're at 10 knots, not 9. I was like, I'm still seeing them. Slow down
Make
to 9
turns
there.
for 9 knots. Maneuvering I.
Okay, well now I lost him because of this frickin' toad top
Make
speed.
turns for 8 knots. Maneuvering I.
Are there still baffles in here even though I have a toad? I don't remember how this works.
Come left 2. 1, 4, 3. Helm I.
No, there you go. Oh, was it when I dropped to 7 knots there? Was that the ticket? Your depth behind your speed greater than equal to 10. Okay. Just curious, I didn't pick him up at the old 9er there.
Con, helm.
But I
steady
guess it
course.
wasn't at the threshold. Alright, we're pretty much clear at this point. That was close. I think he came back to starboard. A touch too much. Let's go abreast.
Come left 2. 7080. Helm aye.
I have to reacquire his friend. Actually, no, we should just actually just turn like right into him at this point. This is gonna
7 Helm aye.
open up faster than I'm thinking. Let's try and slow down, see if we can hear his friend real quick. Just want to hear his friend. Reacquire Sarah.
Knots. Maneuvering aye.
Highest Toad sends is S equals 5. What does that mean?
Break shift for ultra quiet.
It does not seem like we are reacquiring the friend. We're in this guy's baffles. Oh, speed equals 5 in this game? Okay.
Make turns for 1 0.
Alright, we're in the baffles of this guy. I figure we might as well get crack-a-lack in here.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 1 0 knots.
Don't know if we're really gonna necessarily catch up to Sierra 1 while in the baffles of Sierra 2 here.
Con helm. Steady course.
But yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Shoot 2-4. Ice.
Make turns for 1. Make turns for 2 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 309.
Can gain 5 dB by going reverse 5 knots.
Con sonar noisemaker
Oh,
bearing.
there you go.
Make turns for 8 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Oh, we lost the wire.
Con helm. Steady course.
Make depth 850.
You know what? I want to try and actually send just some random torpedo off towards his friend. If I can't help it.
Make turns for 8 knots. Maneuvering aye. Come right to 070. Helm aye.
Con fire control. We've
Con helm. Steady course.
Con sonar lost contact.
Boom.
Sierra 2,
Boom.
last bearing 288. Contact breaking up.
I'm gonna assume he set the enable range on his torpedo too far. We're right on the cusp of it, though. I think we will be good. 1,500 yards seeker, meter, whatever. Yeah, we're good. Just barely.
dive at 850 feet. Dive high.
Okay, come on this way.
Come left to 034. Helm aye. Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye. Con helm. Steady course.
Nice.
Maneuvering. Making turns for 20
Ooh,
knots.
Well, you little puff of dust. Okay, let's reacquire.
Turns for. Make
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 283.
Okay, he should be juicing up now. We should reacquire once we slow down here. There's my torpedoes. Hello, Hootie.
maneuvering. Making turns.
No, they only shoot the standoffs if they get that jump on you. They don't snapshot them.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1.
Bam!
Bearing 28.
You're done here.
Contact breaking up.
Oh, ultra quiet was unnecessary. We gotta reload tubes. Yep, got that lucky snapshot. Not terribly lucky, just a, I would say an educated guess. I knew he was over there. They weren't too far apart. If I tried playing any Sea Power sub stuff, just a little bit on my own. When did I order a plane angle? But it's way less fidelity than like this or Dangerous Waters, of course, so
Dive by.
doesn't really interest me. You know, when the sub's at this angle, I guess, does this count as an up angle on the plane? I guess so. It's relative to the horizontal. Cobalt Ethan, hello. I wouldn't expect the Sea Power subs to get like cold waters. That's not the point of Sea Power. Sea Power's more like a command with visuals. Yeah, I wonder how much they could actually make it like that. I would guess probably not a lot. I guess you could say it's even more captain-like than Cold Waters is in that regard. See something snaking this way? Oh, there is a torpedo coming this way. Hello.
Make turns for. 2.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Make depth 600 feet. Dive by.
Oh, hostile waters. That's a, yeah, I'd say it's worth seeing if you're like a submarine movie completionist. It puts forth a false narrative about what happened in that accident, but I think I've definitely seen it once when I was a kid. I might have seen it once when I was an adult. And it's fine to see like some Rutger Hauer and some Martin Sheen. But definitely has like a TV movie kind of feel. Oh yeah, the subs did not collide in the K219 incident.
Con, dive at 600 feet. Dive by.
I don't know much else about the other accident, like the reactor incursion or anything like that it depicts. But I'm not an expert on the accident either way, but I'm pretty sure like all the, I mean the accident was like the, you know, the breached missile tube and the fuel, fire, whatever, water, all that stuff. And the American submarine in the movie isn't even a real boat. The whole name in there. Yes, the Soviets did not use solid-fueled missiles until I think the Typhoon. Don't quote me on that, maybe the Deltas had them, but yeah, they were using the liquid-fueled missiles, which is, yeah, crazy. Did they beat the Americans to the punch of having ballistic missiles on a sub? If so, that might be why. Liquid-fueled as opposed to solid-fueled.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering I.
Yeah, tell me about it. Not only do you have to store liquid fuels, then you gotta deal with all that plumbing architecture and valvage and piping to fuel those things. Sounds like a nightmare. What are the major differences between liquid and solid? Besides liquid and solid? I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist. Solid is stable. You don't have to do anything to it. The liquids, the major downside is some of them can be what's called hypergolic. So like there's an oxidizer and a fuel for liquid propellants. And if they just touch each other, they explode. That's what hypergolic means. So very dangerous. And they tend to be some of the most caustic materials known. If you want to see about an American version of a liquid fuel missile accident, look up the Titan II intercontinental ballistic missile that blew up in Arkansas in the late 80s. Sometime in the 80s.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Saying they're Victor 2s. Okay, I think we're clear. Let's get out of here. Oh wait, tubes. I can reload tubes on the final screen. Charlie Dva. Yeah, if you ever like had like a model rocket or a hobby rocket that you get at like the store for $30, those use solid fueled rocket boosters. And I'm guessing it tends to be more stable, kind of like, hey, that was the mission. Like, you have to, I don't think you can ignite it as easily with fire. You use like electricity to ignite it, like fancy explosives. Oh god, cryogenic fuels, yeah. Then you got to have those refrigeration plants, or yeah, that's a nightmare. That's not happening. I don't think any like war missile uses cryogenics anyway. I think that's like Saturn V civilian missile sector, but I could most certainly be wrong. I feel like hypergolics would just be more advantageous in that kind of scenario. You and your crew there are giving the Reds a bloody nose right off the bat. New orders coming soon. Return for repairs and rearm, thank you. Oh. Continue on course, dear. Now we're in Chicago. Don't know why. Norway under fire. Soviets invaded. Oh yeah, there you go. One little red tank up there. 2 down in West Germany. 10 tons short, huh? Very precise. 10 tons short of 50 grand. Yep, guy dropped a wrench. They were stored fueled. Those Titan II missiles, the fuel provided the structural, provided the fuel being there is what made the rocket structurally sound. If the fuel wasn't there, it would collapse. One of our ballistic missile subs is preparing to deploy from Holy Loch. Must clear and sanitize the boat's path. Patrol along the continental shelf northwest of Holy Loch. Interesting. Have I had this mission type before? I wish they would give me the orders after I frickin' repair. Let me save. Probably should have saved before I got into port, but it's too late for that. Guess I'll hang out here. Usually, I thought the whole point of this campaign was that it was less vague with where you're supposed to do these things. Being vague. I'm gonna say that Buddy Boo is catch of the day here. Is this a is this a stock mission? It's in. I know .mod is kind of incorporates elements of this mod. Our speed 10 knots. Bearing 16. Scattered light breeze. Very strong duct. Strong layer. Oh, you know what? The patrolling around at 10 knots does put you beneath that layer. That's interesting that when you're stationary, it puts you at 50. When you're doing the slow patrol, it puts you at 150. And then I think when you're doing 20 knots or flank or whatever, it puts you deeper. We're going to do max range here.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 016, designated Sierra 1.
Hello, Governor. Think we got ourselves another Victor tray.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Make depth 550 feet, dive I.
Yeah, Victor Tree there, man. Hope I don't get sunk in this permit. Didn't I get sunk in like that first playthrough, but I chose another permit? It's like the curse of the permit. Whenever I do this campaign, I always get sunk as a permit. The permit has like the weird combination of like, it's not as fast as the skipjack, but not as quiet, or I'm assuming the sturgeon is better sonar than the sturgeon, so it's like in a weird middle ground. The sturgeon's slower, but it's quieter. Well, it's quiet as hell out here. Goodness gracious. Good thing I did that max distance. Yeah, I'm going to start basing my distance spawning based on weather conditions. Or perceived weather conditions. I have to like write down the adjectives and corresponding to the ambient noise. Dude, let's come... You know what? Let's come to port. Swing around the long way.
Con Con, dive at 550 feet, dive by.
Alright, so there's no baffles with this guy. But, God, yeah, I'm trying to, I'm like forgetting my 84 tactics, or like, you know, not 68, shall I say, because the last time I played this extensively it was like 68. No toe to raise. I mean, baffles are still somewhat advantageous in terms of positioning, but sound-wise, how do LA, Seawolf, and Virginia classes generally stack up? We talking in-game or real life? Oh, there is a baffle because it's 10 knot speed. Ah, yes, good. They're transiting. Thank you, Spraz. Honorary XO. Let's stay abreast here.
Come right to 0.
Sorry. So in games like these, they generally model this. How sound is modeled in games is that it's like subs are always emitting sound, but it's just you know, like steps down as you advance in the years. Advance in the years of construction, rather, not years of age. But in real life, based on the words of Tychos as the resident sonar expert on the stream, all modern subs are basically silent and imperceptible. What generally gives away modern subs is a transient, so a random sudden noise that usually occurs from
steady course.
You know, lack of maintenance or training kind of thing or something. So in real life, detection ranges are probably much, much shorter than what games would lead you to believe. And of course, this is, you know, silent with respect to going a certain slowness, of course. If a sub's going flank, it's going to be making noise. But in games, it's always just kind of like stair step down, general noise level, as the newer class, as you go from older to newer classes. So like the way they have it with this, with like constant sound being modeled, is not accurate. One can run over the daughter's stereo and not hear it. Let's you know what, I'm gonna see about that arrow thing. We're gonna go deep just to test that out. 850 is fine. And let's turn in. I was coming back to port now. No? Looked like it. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm looking at his bearing, not his course. No, he's not coming to port. Angry V8 noises. V12, I like the way you think. There aren't many exotic cars that I truly fawn over, but one would be a DB9. Do like those a lot, but that's never gonna happen. Let's be realistic. More modern is that Lotus Amira. Okay, you're right, Spraz. It is layer. Above or below layer. We're deeper than this guy. Still shows that down arrow. Hole popping targets coming shallow.
Depth 550 feet, dive high.
The Vantage. Oh, I think there's nothing lamer than an Aston with a V8. It needs to have that V12. Aston Vantage. Oh, that's basically like a DB9, but like a convertible. Wait, does the DB9 only come in an automatic? Oh, Google's only showing me the 2016. Show me an older one. Can't be having no automatic. Okay, now's not the time for Astons. We're stalking prey. To get back to your earlier comment, Cobalt Ethan, I guess once you get that transient, then you know where you gotta head for. Or shoot, I don't know. Getting out of my league here as to how it then works from this point. Because, I mean, I guess in theory, if you got close enough, you could be able to hear a sub.
550 feet, dive high.
Like constant noise level. I'm not, but if you could, that might be like insanely close and not realistic. I'm just thinking out loud here. V12 is cool, but my dream engine that is, I guess you could argue, is more accessible is the RX-7 rotary engine, but I saw someone was selling a shell of an RX-7 with no engine or transmission for $9,000. I was like, yeah. And it was like a dump of an RX-7. It needed so much work. It's like, God. It's a lot of money for such a state of a vehicle. Excuse me. Generally aren't transients, but distinctive threat tonals. However, many of them are at LF and thus have very long wavelengths, poor directivity. Okay. So if people aren't catching what Tychosis is talking about, it's like in Dangerous Waters when you're looking for a contact on the toad and it spreads across many bearing lines. That's what he's talking about. And then like with like the spherical contact, you can only see like the sound on like the very nice edge of a bearing. So it does model that. Gas turbines are weird indeed. Why did Abrams use it again? You get more power. It's quieter. Oh, he slowed down. Our boy slowed down. Oh, now we just popped in those boofles. All right there, Bubba Joe. Let's watch his course carefully. We're going to release from silent running and speed up to try and get in these baffles a little sooner. Did his course just change from 279 to 278? Yes, it did.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
It's coming to port. Ooh, that was a close one. That was a close one. We're now out of those baffles again. Oh, we still had them at 7 knots. Oh, we sped up again. Oh, you mean Abrams tank? Oh god, he's pinging. Okay, the jig is up.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir. Con.
Make turns for 28 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire. Passing 600 feet. Make depth 800 feet. Dive aye.
It's turned directly into Torpedo's path. Red October's turned directly into Torpedo's path, sir.
Come left to 035.
Mother of God.
Helm aye. Con, helm, steady course.
Don't think I put the enable ranges too far on him. If I did, I'm dumb.
Con, dive at 800 feet. Dive aye.
I mean, if I did, I could always slow down and launch another one. But they should be turning on soon.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 283.
Come left to. Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Yeah, there you go. Now he's right on that other one. When does that one get a turn on?
Maneuvering, making turns for 15 knots.
Oh, there you go. Oh god,
Con,
pound the
helm,
kisser.
Steady course.
Oh Jesus, you gotta be kidding me.